Well, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on where you are. Chris Loyes here from Speed Editions again, and here in sunny Birmingham. Actually, it's not too bad at the moment. It was raining coming in yesterday, but looking forward to UK Game Expo at the end of the week, press night Thursday, and then 3 days of fantastic gaming in Hall 2. Everywhere, in fact, it's going to be great, but on our stand as well, on 2836. And literally, I was shooting this video, and my wife Karen called me because we just funded. So it's fantastic. So this is the actual video, the other video that came after the one that I completely messed up. So fantastic news, and thanks to everybody who's backed us. We're absolutely elated. We're thrilled to have funded. It's really fantastic. And I now need to focus on the topic at hand, which is the solo update that we promised. So with all that excitement not out of the way yet, far from it, we're going to start building on that. Solo, or what we like to call lower player count, is a game mode we were very keen to have in the game. And at SP Editions, we have our own kind of internal discussions and definitions as to how we view solo games or solo game design. Others may differ, but certainly our perception is, or how we consider this, is you have kind of two main approaches to this. One being a solo mode, which pretty much mimics the gameplay, the choices, the complexity of being a human player to some degree, or to a great degree sometimes. And some designers do this fantastically well. Some great games out there, some which I enjoy myself and others do in the team. But also there's another approach which is a lot lighter, and that's the approach we followed, we adhered to, which is literally setting about to determine what are the emotions, what do we want to create in terms of gameplay for the players. And the key things for us were really this notion of tension, building tension, pending doom, however you want to look at it, but also a timer, a kind of threat level that kind of grows over time. And you can see at a glance, you can look over the bots or the AI player boards, and you see the build-up of their renown, and you know something's coming. You have to be a little bit careful, you have to keep a track on that. So we went for the latter approach, which is very low upkeep to no upkeep. But don't think it's simplistic. It's simple. It's not simplistic. It's really easy to do, really easy to run. But you still get that notion of that the opponent's done something. And I really like this as a RPG author. When we play with this game mode, if I see one of the bots, one of the opponents, AI opponents, suddenly in their turn gather 1 or 2 points of renown, I don't really need to know in detail that they spawned a bandit through turning over an exploration token, that they rolled dice and they beat the bandit, and so on. Actually not really interesting, frankly speaking, from my perspective as a player, and certainly how we saw it. It's more about where they went and what they achieved. And I actually use that term when running demos. It's really the where and what. Where do they go and what's the outcome, not necessarily how. So that was our approach. So it allows for a really slick game mechanic. It plays really fast. It's also pretty amazing in that we use this when we're running demos at game shows as well, and you can actually step in, step out, so people can move away from the table, take a phone call, and if they're in agreement with the rest of the players and themselves, their turn can be played with the bot game mechanic. So that's just a really fun aspect of this. But really, the solo game players you'll see in this update, we take you through a series of visuals and some explanation as to how those different gameplay elements play out. And also, I really urge you to look at the two videos, fantastic videos. Alban Solo, near Montpellier in France, who did a cracking video, really great video, himself against two bots. You see, it's a lot of fun. He had a lot of messy dice rolls which he had to try and mitigate. A lot of fun. There's a full playthrough against two bots, and also Philip, the game designer, on TTS. In this case, Alban Solo was the physical game, the prototype, and then you have Philip in English this time, doing a full TTS run through with two bots as well. Himself with two bots. So they should give you a really good idea on how this plays. And once again, we didn't set out to mimic and simulate to the nth degree human behavior, gameplay, and so on, the decisions. It's more about the outcome, the where and what. And for me, it really is a case of, this opponent moved over here to the mountain range and earned 2 renown. They must have done something useful. They must have, maybe they fought some bandits. I'm not actually fussed about what they really did. It's more about they are now a threat. they are now more and more credible with the villagers. I need to keep an eye on those opponents. So it's a great way to, for example, as a couple, you want to play as a couple, and you can have 2 bots, so you can top up to 4 opponents on the table, or you can play 1 against 3 bots. So you can always top up to 4 heroes in any game. So hopefully you enjoy this update as much as we're having fun, and we just funded. And let's go and get some stretch goals as well, and unlock a ton of gaming goodness. But yeah, enjoy the update, and please comment as well if you have any more questions about this. So enjoy your evening, your morning, your afternoon, and it's bye from me and the rest of the team at SPD Editions. Thank you.